Pedro of Aragon comes this night to Messina.
He is very nearby this. He was not 3 leagues off when I left him.
How many gentlemen have you lost in this action?
But few of any sort, and none of name.
A victory is twice itself when the achiever brings home full numbers. I find too that Don Pedro hath bestowed much honor of a young Florentine man called Claudio.
Much deserved on his part, and equally remembered by Don Pedro. He hath borne himself beyond the promise of his age.
He hath an uncle here in Messina, and they'll be very much glad of it.
I have already delivered him letters, and there appears much joy in him. Even so much so that joy cannot show itself modest enough without a badge of bitterness.
Did he break out into tears?
In great measure.
A kind overflow of kindness. How better is it to weep at joy than to joy at weeping?
I pray you, has Senor Montesano returned from the wars, or no?
I know none of that name, lady. There were none such in the army of any sort.
What is he that he asks for, niece?
My cousin means Senor Benedick of Padua.
Oh, he's returned and is as pleasant as he ever was.
He set up his bills here in Messina and challenged Cupid at the flight. And my ass fool, reading the challenge, subscribed for Cupid and challenged him at the Bird Bowl. I pray you, how many hath he killed and eaten in these wars? But how many hath he killed? For I did indeed promise to eat all of his killing.
Faith, niece, you tax Senor Benedick too much, and he'll be meat with you, I doubt it not.
He hath done good service, lady, in these wars.
You have musty victual, and he hath hope to eat it. He is a very valiant trencher man. He hath an excellent stomach.
And a good soldier too, lady.
And a good soldier to a lady. But what is he to a lord?
A lord to a lord. A man to a man, stuffed with all honorable virtues.
It is so indeed. He is no less than a stuffed man. But for the stuffing, well, we are all mortal.
You must not mistake my niece, for there is a merry war betwixt Senor Benedick and her. They never meet, but there's a skirmish of wit between them.
Alas, he gets nothing by this. In our last conflict, 4 of his 5 wits went halting off, so now is the whole man governed with 1. So that he have wit enough to keep himself warm. I pray you, who is his companion? Is there no young squire now that will make a voyage with him to the devil?
He is most in the company of the right noble Claudio.
Oh, Lord! He will hang upon him like a disease. He is sooner caught than the pestilence, and the taker runs presently mad. God help the noble Claudio. If he hath caught the Benedick, it'll cost him £1,000 ere be cured.
Well, I will hold friends with you, lady.
Do, good friend.
You will never run mad, niece.
No, not till a hot January.
Don Pedro has approached!
Good Lady Leonata, have you come to meet your trouble? The fashion of the world is to avoid cost, and you encounter it.
Never came trouble to the likeness of my house, your grace. For trouble being gone, comfort should remain. But when you depart from me, sorrow abides, and happiness takes its leave.
You embrace your charge too willingly. I think this is your daughter?
If Lady Leonata be your mother, she would not have her head on her shoulders, for all of Messina is like her as she is.
I wonder that you will still be talking, Senor Benedick. Nobody marks you.
What, my dear Lady Disdain, are you yet living?
Is it possible Disdain should die when she hath such meat food to feed it as Senor Benedick? Courtesy itself must convert to disdain if you should come in her presence.
Then is courtesy a turncoat, but it is certain I am loved by all the ladies. Only you accepted. And I could find in my heart that I had not a heart, for I truly love none.
A dear happiness to women! They else would have been troubled with a pernicious suitor. I thank God in my cold blood I am of your humor for that. I would rather hear my dog bark at a crow than a man swear he loves me.
Oh, God keep your ladyship, but still in that mind, so some gentleman or other shall come along and escape that predestined scratched face.
Scratching could not make it worse, and for such a face as yours were.
You are a rare parrot teacher.
A bird of my tongue is better than a beast of yours.
I would my horse had the speed of your tongue, and so good a continuer. But keep your way. Oh, God's name I have done.
You always end with a jade's trick. I know you of old.
That is the sum of all, Leonata. Signor Claudio, Signor Benedick, my dear friend Leonata hath invited you all. We shall stay at least a month.
Let me bid you welcome, my lord, being reconciled to the prince your brother. I owe you all duty.
I thank you. I am not of many words, but I thank you.
Please see your grace lead on.
Your hand, Leonata, we'll go together. Benedick, is thou know the
daughter of Lady Leonata?
I noted her not, but I looked on her.
Is she not a modest young lady?
Do you question me as an honest man should for my pure and simple judgment, or would you have me answer after my custom of being a friend's tyrant to their sex?
Oh, no, I pray thee, speak in sober judgment.
Why, if faith methinks, she's too low for a high praise, too brown for a fair praise, and too little for a great praise. Only this commendation I can afford her, that were she other than she is, she were unhandsome. And would she be other than she is, I do not like her.
Thou thinkest I am in sport. I pray thee, tell me truly how thou likest her.
Do you buy that you inquire after her?
Oh, could the world buy such a jewel?
Yea, and a case to put it into. Speak you this with a sad brow?
In mine eye, she is the sweetest lady that ever I looked on.
Can see yet without spectacles, and I see no such matter. Here's her cousin, and her fury exceed her as much in beauty as the 1st of May doth the last of December. But I hope you have no intent to turn husband. Have you?
I would scarce trust myself, though I would swear the contrary, here will be my wife.
It's come to this. Hath the world not one man that would wear his cap with suspicion? May I never see a bachelor 80 again. Go to, a faith. Look, Don Pedro has returned to seek you.
What secret hath held you here that you followed not to Leonata's?
I would your grace constrain me to tell.
I charge thee on thy allegiance.
Well, on my allegiance, mark you this, on my allegiance. He is in love. With who? Now, that is your grace's part. Mark how short his answer is. With Hero, Leonata's short daughter.
If this were so, then so were it uttered.
God forbid it should be so.
God forbid it should be otherwise.
Amen. For if you love her, the lady is very well worthy.
You speak this to fetch me, my lord.
By my troth, I speak my thought.
And in faith, my lord, I spoke mine.
By my 2 troths and faiths, my lord, I spoke mine.
I love her, I feel.
That she is worthy, I know.
And I neither feel how she should be loved, nor how she should be worthy, is the opinion that fire cannot melt out of me. I will burn it at the stake.
Thou was ever the obstinate heretic in the despite of beauty.
That a woman conceived me, I thank her. That she brought me up, I likewise give with most humble thanks. But women shall pardon me, because I will not do them the wrong to mistrust any. I will do myself the right to trust none, and the fine is, for which I may go the finer. I will live a bachelor.
I shall see thee, ere I die, look pale with love.
With anger, with sickness, or with hunger, my lord, not with love.
Well, if ever thou dost fall from this fate, thou wilt wait for it shortly. The savage bull doth bear the yoke.
The savage bull may, but if ever the sensible Benedick may bear it, cast off the bull's horns, and set them in my forehead. Let me be vilely painted, and in great words, as they write, here is good horse to hire. Let them signify, under my sign, here is Benedick, the married man.
If this should ever happen, thou wouldst be one man.
Nay, if Cupid had not spent all of his quiver in Venice, thou wilt quake for it shortly.
I'll look for an earthquake too, then.
Well, you will temporize with the hours. In the meanwhile, good Signor Benedick, go to Leonata, commend me to her, and tell her I will not fail her at supper, for she hath made great preparation.
Have almost matter enough for me for such an embassage. Mock not, mock not. The body of your discourse is sometimes guarded with fragments, and the fragments base it on neither. Ere you follow old ends any further, examine your conscience. And so, I leave you.
My liege, your highness now may do me good.
My love is thine to teach. Teach about how apt it is to learn any hard lesson that may do thee good.
Hath Leonata any son, my lord?
No child but Hero. She's her only heir. Dost thou affect her, Claudio?
Oh, my lord. When he went onward on this ended action, I looked upon her with the soldier's eye. But now I am returned, and those worth thoughts have left their places vacant. In their rooms confronting myself in deadly desires, while prompting me how fair young Hero is, saying I liked her hair once words.
Thou wilt prove to be a lover present in the entire of the hero of the Book of Words. If thou dost love fair Hero, then cherish it, and I will break with her mother, and her good will be obtained. Was it not to this end that thou began to twist so fine a story?
Oh, how sweetly you do minister to love, and knows love's grief by his complexion.
What meets the bridge much broader than the flood? The fairest grant is in a necessity. I know we'll have reveling tonight, and I'll assume that part in some disguise. And tell fair Hero that I am Claudio, and we will unclasp her heart, and in conclusion, she will be thine. In practice, let us put it presently.
son. Have you provided music?
He's very busy about it. But sister, I can tell you strange news that you get dreamt not of.
Are they good?
As the event stands them, but they have a good cover. They show well outward. The prince and Claudio, walking in a thick bleached alley in mine orchard, were thus much overheard by a man of mine. The prince discovered to Claudio that he loved my niece, your daughter, and meant to acknowledge it this night in a dance. And if he found her accorded, he meant to take the present time by the top, instantly break with you of it.
Hath the fellow any wit that told you this?
A good sharp fellow, I will send for him and question him yourself.
No, we will hold it as a dream till it appear itself true. But I will acquaint my daughter with all, if peradventure this be true.
What the good year, my lord? Why are thus out of measure sad?
There's no measure in the occasion that breeds. Therefore, the sadness is without limit.
You should hear reason.
And when I have heard it, what blessing brings it?
If not a patient remedy, at least a patient sufferance.
I wonder that thou, being as thou sayest thou art, born an assassin, goest to apply moral medicine for mortifying mischief. I cannot hide what I am. I must be sad when I have cause and smile at no man's jests. Eat when I have stomach and tend to no man's business. Sleep when I am drowsy and wait for no man's leisure. Laugh when I am merry and ply no man's humor.
Yea, but you must not make the full show of this till you can do it without controlment. You have late set out against your brother, and he hath taken your newly into your grace. It is impossible that you should take by true root, but by the fair weather that it is. It is needful that you frame your own season for your own harvest.
I'd rather be a kink in a hedge than a rose in his grace. In this, though it can't be said that I'm a flattering, honest man, I cannot deny that I am a plain dealing villain. I have been trusted with a muzzle and enfranchised with a claw. Therefore, I have agreed not to sing in my cage. Who goes there? What news, Brachio?
I came yonder from a great supper. The prince your brother is royally entertained by Leonata. Nothing give intelligence of an intended marriage.
Will it serve for any mouth to build mischief upon? What is he for a fool that to trust himself to unquiet?
Mary is your brother's right hand.
Who? The most six-footed Claudio?
Even me.
Ah, props one. And who? And who? Which way looks he?
Mary, I'm Hero, the daughter and heir of Leonata.
Ah, a very forward march, Jake. How came you to this?
Being entertained perfumery came me to the prince and Claudio hand in hand inside conference. I went behind the heiress and there heard it agreed upon that the prince should woo Margaret Hero for himself and once obtained her gift her to Count Claudio.
Come, let us thither. This may prove food, my displeasure. That young son hath all the glory of my overthrow. If I can cross him anyway, I bless myself every way. You are both sure and will assist me?
To the death, my lord.
Let us to the great supper. Their deed is the greater that I am pursued. George, what was to be done?
Wait upon your lordship.
Was not Count John here at supper?
I saw him not.
How tartly that gentleman looks. I never can see him, but I'm heartburned an hour after.
He is of a very melancholy disposition.
He were an excellent man that were made in the midway between him and Benedick. The one is too like an image and says nothing. The other too like my lady's eldest son, evermore tattling.
Then hath Signor Benedick's tongue in Count John's mouth, and hath Count John's melancholy in Signor Benedick's face.
With a good leg and a good foot, aunt, and money enough in his purse, such a man would win any woman in the world, if they could get her goodwill.
By my troth, niece, thou wilt never get a husband if thou be so shrewd of thy tongue.
In faith, she's too cursed.
Two curses more than cursed.
Well, niece, I trust you'll be ruled by your mother.
Yes, faith. It is my cousin's duty to make curtsy and say, Mother, as it please you. But yet, for all that, cousin, let him be a handsome fellow, or else make another curtsy and say, Mother, as it please me.
Niece, I hope to see you fitted with a husband one day.
Not till God make men of some other metal than earth. Would it not grieve a woman to be overmastered with a piece of valiant dust? No, aunt, I'll none. Adam's sons are my brethren, and truly I hold it a sin to match in my kindred.
Daughter, remember what I told you. If the prince do solicit you in any kind, you know your answer.
The fault will be in the music, cousin, if you be not wooed in good time. If the prince be too important, tell him there is measure in everything, and so dance out the answer. For hear me, hero, wooing, wedding, and repenting is as a Scotch gin measure, and a syncopates. The first suite is hot and hasty, like a Scotch jig, and full-ass fantastical. The wedding, mannerly, modest as a measure, full of state and ancientry. And then comes repentance, and with his bad legs falls into a syncopace faster and faster till he sinks into his grave.
The revelers are entering, sister. Make good room.
Lady, will you walk about with your friend?
So you walk softly and look sweetly and yet say nothing. I am yours for the walk, and especially when I walk away.
With me in your company?
I may say so when I please,
And when it pleases you to say so?
when I like your favor.
Speak low, you speak love.
Well, I would you did like me.
For what not I? For your own sake, for I have many qualities.
Which is one?
I say my prayers aloud.
I love you the better. May the hearers cry amen.
Oh, God match me with a good dancer.
Amen.
And God keep him out of my sights when the dance is done. Answer, clerk.
No more words. The clerk has answered.
I know you well enough. You're Lady Antonia.
At a word, I'm not.
I know you by the waggling of your head.
To tell you true, I counterfeit her.
You could never do her so ill well unless you were the very woman. Here's her dry hand up and down. You are she, you are she.
At a word, I'm not.
Come, come. Do you think I do not know your right excellent wit? Can virtue hide itself? Go to mum. You are she. Graces will appear, and there is an end. Will you not tell me who told you so?
No, you shall pardon me.
Nor will you not tell me who you are?
Not now.
That I was disdainful, that I had my good wit out of the 100 merry tales. Well, this was Signor Benedick that said so.
What's he?
I'm sure you know him well enough.
Not I, believe me.
Did he never make you laugh?
I pray you, what is he?
Why, he is the prince's jester! A very dull fool, only his gift is in devising impossible slanders. None but libertines delight in him, and the commendation is not in his wit, but his villainy, for he both pleases men and angers them, and then they laugh at him and beat him. I'm sure he's in the fleet. I would he had boarded me.
When I know the gentleman, I'll tell him what you say.
Do. He'll but break a comparison or two on me, which, peradventure not marked or not laughed at, strikes him into melancholy. And then is there a partridge wing saved, for the poor fool we eat no supper that night. We must follow the leaders.
In every good thing.
Nay, if they lead to any ill, I will leave them at the next turning.
Sure, my brother is amorous on Hill, and hath withdrawn with her mother to break with him about it. The ladies follow her, and but one wise remains.
That is Claudio. I know him by his bearing.
Are not you Signor Benedick?
You know me well, I am king.
Signor, you are very near my brother in his love. He is enamored on him. I pray you, dissuade him from her. She is no equal for his birth. You may do the part of an honest madman.
How know you he loves her?
I heard him for his affection.
So did I too. He swore he would marry her tonight.
Come, let us to the great supper.
Thus answer I in the name of Benedick. Hear these ill news with news of Claudio. 'Tis certain so, the prince woos for himself. Friendship is constant in all other things, save in the office and affairs of love. Let every eye negotiate for himself and trust no agent, for beauty is a witch unto whose faith charm melteth into blood. This is a faith hourly proof which I mistrust now. Farewell, therefore, hero.
Count Claudio,
Yea, the same.
come, will you go with me?
Whither?
Even to the next willow, about your own business country, for the prince have got your hero.
I wish him joy of her.
Why, I'd spoken like an honest drover. So they sell bullocks. But did you really think the prince would have served you thus?
I pray you, leave me.
Oh, how you strike like the blind man. Was the boy that stole your meat and beat it up the post.
Will not be, then I will leave you.
Alas, poor hurt foul. I will creep into sedges. But that my lady Beatrice should know me and not know me, the prince is fool. Huh. Maybe I that go under that title, because I am married, yea, I am not to have to do myself wrong. I am not to repute it. It is the base, the bitter disposition of Beatrice that puts the world into her person, and so gives me out. Well, I'll be revenged as I may.
Signor Benedick, have you seen Count Claudio?
Troth, my lord, I have played the part of Lady Fame. I found him here as melancholy, as lying a lodge in a warren. I told him, and I think I told him true, that you have got the goodwill of this young lady, and asked him my company to the next willow, as worthy to be bound up a rod as worthy to be whipped.
To be whipped? What's his fault?
The flat transgression of a schoolboy, who being overjoyed with finding his bird's nest, shows it to his companion, and he steals it.
The transgression is in the stealer.
Yet it had not been amiss. The rod had been given, and the garland too. But the garland he might have worn himself. The rod he might have given to you, who, as I understand it, have stolen his bird's nest.
I'll but teach him to sing and restore them to the owner.
If your singing answer your saying, then by my faith you say honestly.
The lady Beatrice had to quarrel to you. The gentleman that danced with her told her she is much wronged by you.
Oh, she misused me past the endurance of a block. An oak with but one green leaf would have answered her. My very visor began to assume life and scold her. She had told me, not thinking I had been myself, that I was the prince's jester. She speaks poniards, and every word stabs. Had her breath been as terrible as her terminations, there would be none living around her. She would infect up to the North Star. I would not marry her, though she had been endowed as all Adam had left before he transgressed.
Look, here she is.
Will your grace command me any service for the world's end? I'll go home slightest there now, to the antipodes that you can devise to send me on. I'll fit you the length of Professor John's foot, and hair off the great champ's beard. Have you no emissaries that have 3 words conference with this harpy? Have you no employment for me?
None, but to desire your good company.
Oh, God. Sir, this is a dish I love not. Cannot endure my lady tongue.
Look, lady, you have lost the heart of Signor Benedick.
Yea, I hath indeed, my lord. He lent it to me a while, and I gave him use for it. A double heart for his single one. Marry once before he wanted of me with false dikes. Therefore, your grace may very well say I have lost it.
Oh, you have put him down, lady. You have put him down.
So I would not he should do me, my lord, lest I should prove the mother of fools. I brought Count Claudio, whom you sent me to see.
Why? How now, Count? Wherefore art thou sad?
I'm sad, my lord.
How then? Sick?
Neither, my lord.
The count is neither sad, nor sick, nor merry, nor well, but civil count. Civil as an orange and something of that jealous complexion.
Oh, I think you're blazing to be true, though I'll be sworn his conceit is false. Look, Claudio, I have wooed in thy name. Fair hero is won. I broke with her mother, and her goodwill is obtained. Name the day of marriage, and God give thee joy.
Count, take of me my daughter, and with her my fortunes. His grace hath made the match, and all grace say amen to it.
Speak, Count, 'tis your cue.
Silence is the perfect terror of joy. Lady, as you are mine, I am yours. I give myself away to you and dote upon the exchange.
Speak, cousin, or if you cannot, stop his mouth with a kiss and let him not speak neither.
In faith, lady, you have a merry heart.
Yea, my lord, I thank it. For fools, it wears on the windy side of care. My cousin tells him in his ear that he is in her heart.
And so she doth, cousin.
Good Lord! For alliance! Thus goes everyone to the world but I, and I am sunburnt. I may as well sit in a corner and cry hey ho for a husband.
Oh, Lady Beatrice, I will get you a husband.
I would rather have one of your father's getting. Our father got excellent husbands if a maid could come by them.
We have me, lady.
No, my lord, unless I should have another for working days. Your grace is too costly for me to wear every day. Oh, but I beseech your grace, pardon me. I was born to speak all mirth and no matter.
To be merry best becomes of you, for you were born in the merry hour.
No, sure, my lord, my mother cried. But then a star danced, and under that I was born. Cousins, God give you joy.
Niece, will you look to those things I told you of?
I pray your mercy, aunt. By your grace's pardon.
By my troth, a pleasant-spirited lady.
There's little of the melancholy element in her, my lord. She's never sad but when she sleeps, and not ever sad then. For I've heard my daughter say she oft often dreamt of unhappiness and waked herself with laughing.
She cannot endure hear tell of a husband.
She mocks all her wooers out of suit.
She were an excellent wife for Benedick.
Oh, if they were but a week married, they would have talked themselves mad.
When means you to get married, Count?
Tomorrow, my lord. Time goes on crutches till love has all his rights.
Not till Monday, my dear son.
How? You shake your head at so long a hearing. Have some patience, Claudio. I, in the interim, will undertake one of Hercules' labors and to bring Senior Benedick and the Lady Beatrice in the mountain affection to one with the other. We can do this, but I will need your help.
My lord, I am for you, though it cost me 10 nights' watching.
And I, my lord.
And you too, fair hero?
I will do any modest office, my lord, to help my cousin to a good husband.
And Benedick is not the most unhopeless husband that I know. Thus can I praise him. He is of noble strain, approved valor, and confirmed honesty. Here's what we shall do. You will convince Beatrice that she is in love with Benedick. And I, with your two helps, will convince Benedick of the same and tell him that he is in love with Beatrice. If we can do this, Cupid is no longer an archer. His glory will be ours, for we are the only love gods. Come in with me and I will tell you my drift.
It is so. Count Claudio shall marry the daughter of Leonata.
Yea, my lord, but I can cross it.
Any bar, any cross, any impediment will be invisible to me. I am sick in displeasure. How canst thou cross this man?
Not honestly, my lord, but so covertly no dishonesty shall appear in me.
Show me briefly how.
I think I told your lordship a year since much I'm in favor of Hero, the waiting gentleman to Leonata.
I remember.
I can at any season once of the night appoint her to look out her lady's chamber window.
What life is than that to be the death of her marriage?
The poison of that lies due to temper. Go you to the prince your brother and tell him how he hath wronged his honor in marrying your renowned Claudio, whose estimation you mightily hold up to that of Tamir instead.
What proof shall I make of that?
Proof enough to misuse the prince, to vex Claudio, to undo Hero, to kill Leonata.
Well,
Regular shoot?
only to despite them, I will endeavor anything.
Go then. Find me a meet hour to draw Don Pedro and Count Claudio alone. Tell them you know Hero loves me. Bring them here this very night before the intended wedding, and there shall be such seeming truth of Hero's disloyalty that that jealousy shall be called assurance and all the preparation overthrown.
Gross what adventures you can, I shall put in practice. Be cunning in the workings and thy fees 1,000 ducats.
You constantly accusation, my cunning shall not shame me.
I will presently go learn their day of marriage.
Boy,
Signor?
my chamber window there lies a book. Bring it hither to me in the orchard.
I am here already, sir.
I know that. I would have thee hence and here again. I do much wonder that one man, seeing how much another man is a fool by dedicating his behaviors to love, will, after having laughed at such shallow follies in others, become the argument of his own scorn by falling in love. Such a man is Claudio. He was wont to speak plain to the purpose, like an honest man and a soldier. And now, has he turned to orthography? His words are a very fantastical banquet. So many strange dishes. Maybe so converted to see with these eyes? Cannot tell. I think not. I will not be sworn, but love may transform me to an oyster. But I will take my oath on it. Until he hath transformed me to an oyster, he will not make me such a fool. One woman is fair, I am well. Another wise, yet I am well. Another virtuous, yet I am well. But to all graces be in one woman shall not come in my grace. Rich she shall be, that is certain. Wise, or I'll know. Virtuous, or I'll never cheapen her. Mild, or come not near me. Noble, not I for an angel. The prince and Monsieur Love, I'll hide in the arbor.
Come hither, Leonata. What was it you told me? That your niece Beatrice is in love with Signor Benedick?
Oh, aye, stock on, the foul sits. I would have never thought that woman would have loved any man.
No, nor I neither. But most wonderful that she should so dote on Signor Benedick, whom hath in all outwards behavior seemed ever to abhor.
Is it possible? Sits the wind in that corner?
By my troth, my lord, I cannot tell you what to think of it, but that she loves him with an enraged affection is past the infinite of thought.
Maybe she doth but counterfeit.
Faith like enough.
Oh God, counterfeit? The life of passion came so near as she discovers it.
Does Benedick know of her affection?
No, and she prays he never will.
I would she had bestowed this dotage on me and make her half myself. I wish Benedick would see how unworthy he is of so fine a lady.
Now, you tell us of a sheet of paper. I remember a pretty jest your daughter told us of.
For she'll be up 20 times a night, and she will sit in her smock and think to herself, oh, how could I write to someone who could flout me? And then she'll be reading it over, and she will see Benedick and Beatrice between the sheet.
That.
Oh, she tore the letter into 1,000 halfpence and railed at herself that she could be so immodest to write to someone.
Then down upon her knees she falls, weeps, sobs, beats her heart, tears her hair, prays, curses, oh sweet Benedick, God give me patience!
She doth indeed, my daughter says so.
I wish he would have learned of it by some other, if she'll never discover it.
My lord, will you walk? Dinner's ready.
Let us go retrieve Beatrice and tell her to get Benedick for dinner.
This can be no trick. The conference was sadly born. But the truth of this from Hero. I seem to pity the lady. Her affections have their full bent. Love me? Why, it must be requited. I hear how I am censored. I say I won't bear myself proudly if I perceive the love come from her. They say, too, that she would rather die than show any sign of affection. I did never think to marry. Must not seem proud. Happy are they that hear their detractions and can put them to mending. They say the lady is fair. It's the truth I can bear them witness, and virtuous. Yet, there's no addition to her wit, nor no argument over folly. But I will be horribly in love with her.
Against my will, I am sent to bid you come in to dinner.
Sweet Beatrice, I thank you for your pains.
I took no more pains for those thanks than you take pains to thank me. If it had been painful, I would not have come.
You take pleasure then in the message?
Yea, just so much as you may take upon knife's point and choke a doll withal. You have no stomach, senor? Fare you well.
Against my will, I'm sent to bid you come in to dinner. There's a double meaning in that. I took no more pains for those things than you took pains to thank me. That's as easy to say as you take no more pains than you took thanks. I will go get her picture.
Good Margaret, run me to the parlor. There shalt thou find my cousin Beatrice proposing with the prince and Claudio. Whisper her ear and tell her that I and Ursula walk in the orchard and our whole discourse is all of her. There will she hide to listen our purpose. This is thy office. Bear thee well in it and leave us alone.
I'll make her come. I warned you presently.
Now, Ursula, when Beatrice doth come as we do trace the alley up and down, my talk to thee must be of Benedick. When I do name him, let it be thy part to praise him more than ever a man did merit. My charge to thee must be of Benedick, and how he's sick in love with Beatrice. Of this matter is little Cupid's crafty arrow made that wounds only by piercing. Now begin, for look where Beatrice like a lapwing runs, close by the ground to listen our conference.
The pleasant family with seed of fish, cup golden oars and silk shoe, and greedily violet treasures fade. So we angle for Beatrice, even now is couched in the wood by culture. Fear you not my part of the dialogue.
Then go we near her, that her ear lose nothing of the false sweet bait we lay for it. No, truly, Ursula, she's too disdainful. I know her spirits are as coy and wild as haggards of the rock.
But are you sure that Benedick loves Beatrice so entirely?
So says the prince and my new betrothed lord.
And did they bid you tell her of it, madam?
They did entreat me to acquaint her of it, but I persuaded them, if they loved Benedick, to wish him wrestle with affection, and never to let Beatrice know of it.
Why did you so? Doth not the gentleman deserve as full as fortune a bed as Beatrice shall couch upon?
Oh, God of love, I know he doth deserve as much may be yielded to a man, but nature never framed a woman's heart of prouder stuff than that of Beatrice. Disdain and scorn ride sparkling in her eyes, misprizing what they look upon, and her wit values itself so highly that to her all matters else seem weak. No, she cannot love, nor take no shape, nor project of affection. She's so self-endeared.
Sure, I think so. And therefore, certainly, it were not good. She knew his love, lest she'll make sport at it.
Why, you speak true. I never yet saw a man how wise, how noble, how young, how rarely featured, but she did spell him backward. So turns she every man the wrong side out, and never gives to truth and virtue that which simpleness and merit purchaseth.
Sure, such carping is not commendable.
No, not to be so odd and from all fashions as Beatrice is, cannot be commendable. But who should tell her so? If I should speak, oh, she would mock me into air, press me out of myself, laugh me to death with wit. So that Benedick, like covered fire, waste inwardly, consume away in sighs. It were a better death than die with mocks, which is bad a death as die with tickling.
Yet tell her of it. Hear what she'll say.
No, rather I'll go to Benedick, and counsel him to fight against his passions. And truly I'll devise some honest slanders to stain my cousin with. One doth not know how much an ill word may empoison liking.
Oh, do not do your cousin such a wrong. She cannot be so much without true judgment, having so swift and excellent a wit as she is prized to have, as to refuse such a rare gentleman as Signor Benedick.
He is the only man in Italy, always excepting my dear Claudio.
I pray you not anger with me, madam, speaking my fancy, Signor Benedick, for shape, for bearing, argument, and valor, goes foremost through reports to Italy.
He hath an excellent good name.
His excellence did earn it, ere he had it. When are you married, madam?
Why, every day tomorrow. Come, go in, I'll show thee some attires and have thy counsel which is the best to furnish me tomorrow.
She's blind, I warrant you. We've caught her, madam.
If it proves so, then loving goes by haps. Some cupids kill with arrows and some with traps.
What? What fire is in mine ears? Can this be true? Stand I condemned for pride and scorn so much? Well, contempt, farewell, and maiden pride adieu. No glory lives behind the back of such. And Benedick, live on. I will requite thee, taming my wild heart to thy loving hand, if thou dost love. My kindness shall incite thee to bind our loves up in a holy band. For others say thou doth deserve, and I believe it better than reportingly.
I'll but stay until your marriage be consummate, and then go I toward Aragon.
I'll bring you thither, my lord, if vouchsafely.
Gallants, I'm not as I have been.
So say I. Methinks you're sadder.
I hope he be in love.
Nay, if he be sad, he wants money.
I know who loves it.
That would I know too. I would warrant one who knows it not.
Lady, fork aside with me. I've studied 8 or 9 wise words to speak to you, which these hobby horses must not hear.
I believe the plan worked. He goes to speak to Leonata in private.
My lord and brother, God save you.
Good evening, brother.
If your leisure served, I would speak with you.
In private?
If it please you. Yet, Count Claudio may hear, for what I speak of concerns him.
What's the matter?
Means your lordship to be married tomorrow?
You know he does.
You know not that what he knows, but he knows what I know.
Why? What's the matter?
You may think I love you not, that appears hereafter, and ain't better me, for that I now will manifest. For my brother, I think he holds you well, and in dearness of heart, hath hope to effect your ensuing marriage. Suit ill spent, and labor ill bestowed.
If there be any impediment, I pray you discover it.
Well, I came hither to tell you, and circumstances shortened for she has been too long a talking of. The lady is disloyal.
Who, hero?
Even she. Leonata's hero, your hero, every man's hero.
Disloyal?
The word is too good to paint out your wickedness. I would say she were worse. Go but with me. Tomorrow you shall see her chamber window entered even after midnight. If you love her then, tomorrow wed her. But it would better befit your honor not to do that.
If I see anything tonight why I should not marry her, there in the congregation where I should wed will I shame her.
If you confess not that what you see, confess not that what you know. If you will follow me, I will show you enough. And when you have seen more and heard more, proceed accordingly.
And as I wooed for thee to obtain her, I will join with thee to disgrace her.
I will disparage her no farther till you are my witnesses. Bear it coldly but till midnight, and let the issue show itself.
O day, how untowardly turned!
O missive strangely thwarted.
Oh, plague right well prevented. So you will say when you have seen the sequel.
Are you good men and true?
Nay, or else it were pity, but they should suffer salvation, body and soul.
Nay, that were punishment too good for them, which is have any allegiance in them being chosen for the prince's watch.
Well, give them their charge, neighbor Dogberry.
First, who think you the most desertless man to be constable?
Okay, sir. Or Seacole, sir. She can write and read.
Come hither, neighbor Seacole. God hath blessed you with a good name, to be a well-favored woman's gift of fortune, which to write and read comes by nature.
Both like Master Constable.
You have. I knew it would be your answer. Well, for that, why give God thanks, and make no boast of it. And for your writing and reading, let it appear there's no need for such vanity. You were thought here to be the most senseless and fit man for constable of the watch. Therefore, bear you the lantern. This is your charge. You to comprehend all bagger men, and bid any man stand in the prince's name.
How if he will not stand?
Why, then take the note of him. And presently call the rest of the watch together. And thank God you're rid of a knave.
If he will not stand when he is bidden, he is none of the prince's subjects.
True, you're to meddle with none but the prince's subjects. You shall also make no noise in the streets, for the watch to babble and talk is most tolerable and not to be endured.
We would rather sleep than talk. We know it belongs to a watch.
Why, you sound like a most ancient and quiet watchman, for I do not see how thieving should offend. Only have a care that your bills be not stolen when you to bid all the alehouses. And get those that are drunk, get them to bed.
How if they will not?
Why don't let them alone till they are sober? If they make you not, why then better answer. You will say there are plenty you took them for.
Oh, sir.
If you take a thief, you must suspect him by virtue of your office to be no true man. And for such kind of men, the less you meddle or make with them, why the more is for your honesty.
If we know him to be a thief, shall we not lay hands on him?
Truly, by virtue of your office you may. But I believe they that touch pitch are defiled. The most peaceable way if you take a thief is to let him show himself for what he is and steal out of your company.
You have always been called a merciful man, partner.
Truly, or having a dog by my will, much more a man who hath any honesty in him.
If you hear a child cry in the night, you must call to the nurse and bid her still it.
How? If the nurse be asleep and will not hear us?
Why then depart in peace, and let the child wake her with crying. For an ood that does not hear her lamb when it baws will never hear her cat when he bleats.
'Tis very true.
This is the end of your charge. You, constable, are to present the prince's own person. If you meet the prince in the night, you may stay him.
Nay, by our lady, that I think it cannot.
5 shillings to 1 on any man who knows the statutes. You may stay him, marry the prince be willing. For the wash ought to offend no man, and it is an offense to stay a man against his will.
By her lady, I think it be so.
Well, masters, good night. If there be any matter of weight changes, call up me. Keep your fellow counsels close, and your own. Good night. Come, neighbor.
Gotcha!
All masters, we hear our charge. Let us sit here upon the church bench till 2, and then I'll go to bed.
One word more, honest neighbors. I pray you watch about Lady Leonata's door tonight. For the wedding being there tomorrow, there's a great coil. Adieu. Be vigilant. I beseech you.
Aha!
What, Conrad?
Peace, stir not.
Conrad, I say! Here, man. Stand thee close under this penthouse for it drizzles rain. Like a true drunkard, I utter all to thee.
Some treason masters, yet
Stand close.
I know that I have earned of Don John 1,000 ducats.
It's possible that any villainy should be so dear.
Thou shouldst rather ask if any villainy should be so rich, for what rich villains may to poor ones may make a price they will.
I wonder at it.
That shows thou art unconfirmed. Thou knowest not that the fashion of a hat, a doublet, or a cloak is nothing to a man.
Yes, it's apparel.
I mean the fashion.
Yes, the fashion is the fashion.
I may as well say the fool's the fool. Dost thou not see what a deformed thief this fashion is?
I know that deformed. It has been a vile thief this 7 year, goes up and down like a gentleman. I remember his name.
Didst thou not hear somebody?
No, twas the man on the house.
The note that tonight I have wooed Margaret, the waiting gentleman to Hero, by the name of Hero. She leans me out her mistress's chamber window and bids me 1,000 times good night.
And thought they Margaret was hero?
2 of them did, the prince and Claudio, but the devil, my master, knew she was Margaret. And away went Claudio enraged, swore he would meet her at the temple as he was appointed the next morning and shame her of what he heard overnight, and send her home again without a husband.
We charge you in the prince's name. Stand.
Call up the right master constable. We have here recovered the most dangerous piece of luxury that ever was known in the Commonwealth.
And one deformed is one of them. I know him and wears a lock.
You will be made bring deformed forth, I warrant you. Never speak, we charge you. Let us obey you to go with us.
We are like to be proven goodly being taken up by these men's bills.
I've not any question, I warrant you. Come, we'll obey you.
Ursula, go wake my cousin Beatrice and desire her to rise.
I will, lady.
Then bid her come hither.
Well, true?
I think your other rubato were better.
No, pray thee, good Mag, I'll wear this.
By my trow's not so good, and I warrant your cousin will say so.
My cousin's a fool and thou art another. I'll wear none but this.
Your gown's most fair fashion, I faith. I saw the Duchy Milan's gown that they praised so.
That exceeds, they say.
By my troth, but a nightgown in respect of yours. Cloth of gold, in cuts, laced with silver, set of pearls, down sleeves and side sleeves, and skirts around underborn with a bluish tinsel. But for a fine, quaint, graceful, and excellent fashion, yours is worth a 10 aunt.
God give me joy to wear it, for my heart is exceeding heavy.
'Twill be heavier soon by the weight of a man.
Fie upon thee, art not ashamed.
Of what, lady? Speaking honorably, is not your lord honorable without marriage? I think you'd have me say, stating your reference, a husband. And that think you cannot rush true speaking. I'll offend no one. Is there any harm in the heavier for a husband? None, I think. And it be the right husband and the right wife. Otherwise 'tis light and not heavy. Ask my lady Beatrice, else here she comes.
Good morrow, cuz.
Good morrow, sweet hero.
Why, how now do you speak in a sick tune?
And out of all other tune, thanks.
Perhaps into light of love, that goes without a burden. Do you sing it and I'll dance it?
Yea, light of love with your heels. Well, if your husband have stables enough, you will see he shall lack no barns.
Oh, illegitimate construction. I scorn that with my heels.
'Tis almost 5 o'clock, cousin. It's time you were ready. By my troth, I am exceedingly ill. Hey-ho.
For a hawk, a horse, or a husband.
The letter that begins them all. H.
One you need not turn Turk. There's no more sailing by the stars.
What means the fool, Tro?
Nothing I, but for God to send everyone their heart's desires.
Oh, the gloves the Count sent me there in an excellent perfume.
I'm stuffed, cousin. I cannot smell.
Ah, okay, it's stuffed. There's scarcely catching a cold.
Oh, God help me, God help me. How long have you professed apprehension?
Ever since you left it. Does not my wit become you rarely?
It is not seen enough that you should wear it in your cap. By my troth, I am sick.
Get you some of this distilled Cardus Benedictus and lay it to your heart. It's the only thing for a qualm.
There, thou speakest her with a thistle.
Benedictus? My Benedictus, you have some moral in this Benedictus.
Moral? No! By my troth, I have no moral meaning. I meant plain holy thistle. You may think perchance that I think you're in love. Yet, Benedict was such another, and now has he become a man. He swore he would never marry, yet in spite of his heart he eats his meat without grudging. And how you may be converted, I know not. But you think you look with your eyes as other women do.
What pace is this that thy tongue keeps?
Not a false gallop.
Madam, withdraw. The prince, the count, Signor Benedick, Don John, and all the gowns of the town have come to fetch you to church.
Oh, come help to dress me, good cuz, good Meg, good Ursula.
What would you with me, honest neighbors?
Very lady, we would have some confidence that discerns you nearly.
Brief, I pray you, for you see it is busy time with me.
Marry this it is, lady.
Yes, in truth it is, lady.
Goodman Verges, sir speaks little of the matter.
Yes, I thank God. I am as honest as any man living.
Comparisons are odorous, elaborate, neighbor Verges.
Neighbors, you are tedious.
It pleases your worship to say so, but we are the poor duke's officers. And for mine own part, if I were as teased as a king, I confide it in my heart to bestow on all of your worship.
All thy tediousness on Miah.
Yea, and for £1,000 more than 'tis, for I hear as good excavation as any man in the city. And though I be but a poor man, I am glad to hear it.
And so am I.
I would fain know what you have to say.
Marry, lady, our watch tonight, exceeding your worship's presence, obtained a couple of as errant knaves as any in Messina.
A good man, ma'am, who will be talking. Well said of faith, neighbor Verges. 2 men ride up a horse, and 1 must ride behind. An honest soul, faith, sir, as Margaret has ever broke bread, but God is to be worshipped. No 2 men are alike. Alas, good neighbor.
I must leave you.
1 word more, ma'am. Our watchmen have indeed apprehended 2 suspicious persons. We would have them this morning examined before your worship.
Take their examination yourself, for you see I am in great haste now.
It shall be sufficient.
Drink some wine ere you go. Fare you well.
My lady, they stayed for you to give your daughter to her husband.
I'll wait upon them. I am ready.
Go, good partner. Go get Frank to seek no one bitter river pen and acorn in the veil. We contamination.
And we must do it wisely.
We shall spare no wit. I warn you. Will they get the learned writer? Communicate.
Come, sister, be brief. To join them in marriage and recount their particular duties afterwards.
You come hither, my lord, to marry this lady?
No.
Come, sister, you come to marry them.
Lady, you come hither to be married to this count?
I do.
If either of you know any inward impediment, why you should not be conjoined, I charge you on your souls to utter it.
Know you any, hero?
None, my lord.
Know you any, count?
I dare make his answer. None.
Oh, what men dare do, what men may do, what men daily do not knowing what they do.
How now? Interjections? Some be laughing as
Mother, will you with free and unconstrained soul give me this maid your daughter?
As freely, son, as God did give her me.
And what have I whose worth may counterpoise his rich and precious gift?
Nothing, unless you render her again.
Sweet prince, you learn me much noble things. There, Leonata, take her back again. All that you see her, she were a maid, but she are none. She knows the heat of a luxurious bed. Her blush is guiltiness, not modesty.
What do you mean, my lord?
Not to be married, not to knit my soul to an approved wanton.
Sweet prince, why speak not you?
What should I speak? I stand dishonored to have to link my dear friend to some common stale.
Are these things spoken, or do I but dream?
Ma'am, they are spoken, and these things are true.
This looks not like a nuptial.
Oh, God.
Lady, stand I here. Is this not the prince? Is this not the prince's brother? Is this face hero's? Are our eyes our own?
Oh, this is so, but what of this, my lord?
Let me move one question to your daughter. With that motherly and kindly power you have in her, bid her answer truly.
I charge thee do so, as thou art my child.
God, how I'm beset! What kind of catechizing call you this?
You answer truly to your name.
Is it not Hero? Who can blot that name with any just reproach?
Oh, Mary, hero itself can blot out hero's virtue. What man was he yesternight that talked with you at your window, betwixt 12 and 1? Now, if you are a maid, answer to this.
I talked with no man at that hour, my lord.
Why? Then are you no hero? Leonata, I am sorry you must hear, but upon my honor, myself, my brother, and this grief count did see, hear her at that hour last night, talk with the ruffian at her chamber window, who hath indeed, like a most literal villain, confessed to the vile accident encounter 1,000 times in secret.
Fie, they're not to be named, my lord, not to be spoken of.
O hero, what a hero hast thou been, half thy outward graces have been placed upon thy thoughts, counsels of thy heart. Farewell, most foul, most fair.
Are these... Have no man's dagger here point for me?
What? Oh no, cousin! You're forcing me down!
Come, let us go. These things thus come to light. Smother the spirits up.
How thoughtfully.
Dead! I think! Help! Aunt! Hero! My hero! Aunt! Signor Benedick! Antonia!
Oh, fate, take not away thy heavy hand. Death is despair's cover for her shame that she may wish upon.
Oh no, cousin.
Have comfort, lady.
Dost thou look up?
Yea, wherefore should she not?
Wherefore? Why not doth every earthly thing cry shame upon her? Could she hear not the story that is printed in her blood? Do not live, hero, do not open thine eyes. Why had I one? Why ever lost so lovely in my eyes?
Lady, be patient. For my part, I'm so tired and wondering not what to say.
Oh, on my soul, my cousin is belied.
Lady, were you her bedfellow last night?
No, truly not. But until last night, I have been this 12-month her bedfellow.
Confirmed, confirmed. When the two princes lie and Claudio lie, who loved her so, that speaking of her fondness washed her with tears, hence from her, let her die.
Hear me a little, for I've only been silent so long, and given way unto this course of fortune. By knowing of the lady, I have marked 1,000 blushing apparitions, just start unto her face 1,000 innocent shames. And angel Waight beat away those blushes. This sweet lady lie not guiltless here, under some biting error.
Sister, it cannot be. This will just add to her damnation, a sin of perjury. She does not deny it.
Cousin, what man is he you are accused of?
They know that to accuse me I know none. If I know more of any man than that which made a Mashi doth warrant, let all of my sins lack mercy. Oh, my mother, I prove you that any man with me conversed at hours unmeet, or that I yesternight made change of words with any creature, refuse me, hate me, torture me to death.
There is some strange misprison in the princes.
Two of them have the very bent of honor. And if one of their wisdoms be misled in this, the practice of it lives in John the Bastard. Spirits toil in frame of villainies.
I know not. But they shall find a Waight in such a kind, both strength and limb and policy of mind, and to quit me of them thoroughly.
Pause a while, and let my counsel sway you in this case. Your daughter here, the prince, is left for dead. Let her while be secretly kept in, and publish it that she is dead indeed, and do all rites that pertain unto burial.
But what will become of this? What will this do?
Mary, this shall well on her behalf change slander to remorse. That is some good. Let this be so, and doubt not the success. Will fashion the event in better shape than I can lay it down in likelihood. But if all aim but this be level false, the supposition of the lady's death will quench the wonder for injury.
Lady Leonata, please, let Antonia advise you.
Being that I flow in grief, the smallest twine may lead me.
'Tis well consented. Presently away, with a strange sore strangely they strange earth. Come from me, die to live. This wedding day perhaps is but for long. Have patience and endure.
Beatrice, you wept all this while?
Stay, senor, I will weep a while longer.
You shall not desire that.
You have no reason. I do it freely.
Surely I do believe your fair cousin is wrong.
Ah, how much might the man deserve of me that would right her?
Is there any way to show such friendship?
A very even way, but no such friend.
May a man do it?
Tis a man's office, but not yours.
I do love nothing so much in the world as you. Is that not strange?
As strange as a thing I know not. It were as possible for me to say I love nothing so well as you, but believe me not. And yet I lie not. I confess nothing, nor I deny nothing. I am sorry for my cousin.
My life, Beatrice, thou lovest me.
Do not swear and eat it.
I will make him swear it, and eat that says, I love not you.
Will you not eat your word?
No sauce that can be devised. I protest, I love thee.
Why then? God forgive me.
Then, sweet Beatrice.
Will you stay me in a happy hour, for I was about to protest. I love you.
Then do it, with all thy heart.
I love you with so much of my heart that there is none left to protest.
Come, bid me, do anything for thee.
Kill Claudio.
Count for the wide world.
You kill me to deny it. Farewell.
Tarry, good Beatrice.
I am gone though I am here. You have no love in you, nay, I pray you go.
Beatrice!
In faith, I will go.
We'll be friends first.
You dare easier be friends with me than fight with mine enemy?
Is Claudio thine enemy?
Is I not approved in the height of villain, that hath slandered, scorned, dishonored my kinswoman? Oh God, that I were a man! What? Bear her in hand until they come to take hands, and then with public accusation, uncovered slander, unmitigated rancor? Oh God, that I were a man! I would eat his heart in the marketplace.
Hear me, Beatrice.
Talk with a man out in a window, a proper saying.
Nay, but
Sweet
Beatrice.
hero, she is wronged, she is slandered, she is undone. Princes and counties, surely a princely testimony, a goodly count. Oh God, that I were a man for his sake, or that I had any friend would be a man for my sake. But manhood is melted into curtsies, valor into compliment, and men are turned into nothing but tongue, and trim ones too. If I cannot be a man with wishing, I will die a woman with grieving.
Very good, Beatrice. By his hand, I love thee.
Use it for my love some other way than swearing by it.
Think you in your soul that Count Claudio hath wronged hero?
Yea, as sure as I have a thought or a soul.
Enough. I am engaged. I will challenge him. I will kiss your hand. And so, I leave you. By this hand, you shall render me a dear account. As you hear of me, so think of me. Go comfort your cousin. I must say she is dead. So, I leave you.
Has our whole assembly appeared?
Oh, stool and, cushion for the sexton.
Which be the malefactors?
Mary, that I am and my partner.
Nay, that's certain. We have the exhibition to examine.
Which are the offenders that are to be examined? Let them come before, Master Constable.
Yea, Mary, let them come before me. What is your name, friend?
Paracchio.
Pray, write down the right. Yours, Sira?
I am a gentleman, sir. My name is Conrad.
Write down Master Gentleman. Masters, do you serve God?
Yea, sir, we hope.
Write down that they hope they serve God, and write God first, for God defend, but God should go before us as villains. Masters, I say to you, it is thought you were little better than false knaves, and will going to be taught so shortly. How answer you for yourselves?
Marry, sir, we are none.
A marvelous witty fellow, I assure you, but I'll go about with him shortly. Come here, Sither, a word in your ear. Sir, I say it is thought that you were little better than false knaves.
Sir, I say to you, we are none.
Well, stand aside, for God they are both entailed. And write down that they are none.
Master Constable, you go not the way to examine. You must call forth the watch that are their accusers.
Let the watch come forth. I charge you in the prince's name, accuse these men.
This man said, sir, that Don John, the prince's brother, is a villain.
Write down, Prince John a villain. Why, it's not perjury to call a prince's brother a villain.
Master Constable.
Pray thee, fellow peace. Do not like that I look. I promise thee.
What heard you him say else?
Mary, that he had received 1,000 ducats of Don John for accusing the lady hero wrongfully.
Flat burglary as ever was committed.
Yea, by mass, that it is.
What else, fellow?
And the Count Claudio did mean, upon his words, to disgrace hero before the whole assembly and not marry her.
Thou villain, you'll be cast in everlasting redemption for this.
What else?
This is all.
And this is more, masters, than you can deny. Prince John is this morning secretly stolen away. Hero was in this manner accused, in this very manner refused, and upon the grief of this suddenly died. Master Constable, let these men be bound and brought forth to Leonata's. I will go before and show her their final examination.
Come, let them be opinioned.
Let them be in the hands.
Off, coxcomb!
God's my life, where's the sexton? Let her write down the prince officer coxcomb. Come, my lord.
Wait! You are an ass! You are an ass!
Dost thou not suspect my place? Or that I would be written down an ass? But masters, remember that I am an ass. Though it be not written down, yet forget not that I am an ass. Thou villain, thou art full of piety, to be proven upon thee by good witness. I am a wise man, and which is more, an officer, and which is more, a householder, and which is more, a pretty piece of flesh as penny in Messina. And a man that knows the law go too, and a rich fellow enough that go too. A man that hath had losses, and hath had two things, everything handsome about him. Bring them away. Well, then I would be writ down an ass.
If you go on thus, you will kill yourself. It is not wisdom thus to set grief against yourself.
I pray thee cease thy counsel, which falls into mine ears as profitless as water into the sea. Give me not counsel. My griefs cry louder than advertisement.
Therein do men from children, nothing differ.
I pray thee peace. I will be flesh and blood. For there was never yet philosopher that can endure the toothache patiently. However, they've writ the style of gods and made push at chance and sufferings.
Yet bend not all the harm upon yourself. Make those that do offend you suffer too.
I will do so. My soul doth tell me hero is belied, and if the princes know, so shall the others that dishonor her.
Here come the prince and Claudio hastily.
Here are you, my lords.
Good e'en. Good e'en.
Good day to both of you.
So hasty, lords, are you?
We have a little bit of haste, Leonata.
Well, fare you well, my lords. All is one.
Nay, do not quarrel with us, good woman.
If she could right herself with quarreling, some of us would lie well.
Who wrongs her?
Marry thou, dissembler thou. I fear thee not.
Mary, beshrew if your age is cause of fear.
Tush, tush, man. Never fleer and jest at me. Thou hast killed mine innocent child, and thy slander hath gone through and through her heart, and she lies there buried with her ancestors. Oh, in a tomb where never scandal slept, framed by thy villainy.
My villainy?
Thine, Claudio, thine, I say.
You speak not right, woman.
Thou hast killed my child.
He shall kill two of us, and women indeed. But 'tis no matter. Let him kill one first. Win me and wear me. Let him answer me. Come, follow me, boy. Come, for boy, follow me. I'll whip you from your pointing fence. Nay, as a gentlewoman, I will. Content yourself. God knows I love my niece. She is dead, slandered to death by villains that dare as well answer one indeed, as they dare take a serpent by the tongue. Boys, apes, braggarts, jacks,
Sister
milksops.
Antonia.
Hold you content. I know them, yea, and what they weigh, even to the utmost scruple. Lying, outfacing, fashion-monging boys that lie and cog and flout, deprave and slander, go antically and show outward hideousness, and speak of half a dozen dangerous words, how they might hurt their enemies if they durst. And this is all.
Sister Antonia.
Come, do not you meddle. Let me deal in this.
Ladies, please. We will not wake your patience. My heart is sorry for the loss of your child, but upon my honor, she was charged with nothing but what was full and proof.
My lord, my lord.
No! I will not speak to you.
No. Come, sister. I will be heard.
And shall, or some of us will smart for it.
Now, here comes the man we went to see.
Good senor, what news?
Good day, my lord. Good day, Senor Benedick. We almost come to part of the fray.
We'd have liked to have had our two noses snapped off.
Leonata and her sister. If we had fought, I doubt we would have proved to be too young.
False quarrel, there is no true valor. I came to seek you both.
By this light, his complexion changes. Art thou sick or angry?
If he angry, he know how to pull his girdle.
May I speak a word in your ear?
God bless me from a challenge.
You are a villain. I jest not. Make good with what you dare. Do me right, or protest your cowardice. You killed a sweet lady, and her death shall fall heavy on you. Let me hear from you.
Well, I will meet you, so that I may have good cheer.
What? A feast? a feast?
Faith, I thank him. He hath bid me to cast head into capon. Say I most curiously carved, say my knife's not. Shall I not find a woodcock too?
Sir, your wit ambles well, it goes easily.
I'll tell thee how the lady Beatrice complimented thee the other day. I said thou had a fine wit. True, she said, a fine little one. No, I said, a great wit. Thus, for an hour, she complimented thy particular virtues, and with a sigh, she said thou wast the properest man in Italy.
Fare you well. Boy, you know my mind. I'll leave you now to your gossip-like humor. You write jests as braggarts to their blades, which, God thanks, hurt not. My lord, for your many courtesies, I thank you, but I must discontinue your company. Oh, your brother John the Bastard is fled from Messina. You have among you killed a sweet and innocent lady. For my lord Blackbeard there, until I return, peace be with him.
He is in earnest, in most profound earnest, and I'll warrant his mother Beatrice.
But did he not say my brother had fled?
Come you, sir. Business cannot tame you. She shall ne'er weigh more reasons than her balance. When you are quit, you must not be looked to.
How now? Two of my brother's men bound, and Brachio one of them?
Hearken not to their offenses, my lord.
Masters, what have they done?
Marry, sir, they have committed false report. Moreover, they have spoken untruths. Secondarily, they are slanderers. Sixth and lastly, they have belied a lady. Thirdly, they have verified unjust things. And to conclude, they are lying knaves.
First, I ask thee what they have done. Thirdly, I ask thee why you have brought them here. Sixth, and lastly, what you have laid to their charge. And finally, where my brother had fled to.
Sweet prince, what your wisdoms cannot discover, these shallow fools brought to light, who in the night overheard me confess to this man how Don John, your brother, incensed me to slander Lady Hero, how you were brought into the orchard that night to hear me court Margaret in Hero's garments, how you dishonored her when you should have married her. The lady is dead upon me and my master's false accusations, and I require nothing but the reward of a villain.
Does this not run like iron through your blood?
I have drunk poison while with.
My brother is framed with treachery, and fled he is upon this villainy.
Sweet hero. Masters. Moreover, listen to the second half before Leonata. I never specify when time and sure place shall serve that I am an ass.
Here comes Lady Leonata, and the sexton too.
Which is the villain? Let me see his eyes, for when I know another man like him, I may avoid him.
If you know your wrong, look on me.
Art thou the slave that with thy breath hast killed mine innocent child?
Yea, even I alone.
No, not so, villain, thou beliest thyself. Here stand a pair of honorable men. I thank you for my daughter's death.
Lady, I know not how to wake your patience, but I must. Choose your revenge upon me yourself.
And to satisfy this good woman, I'll undergo any heavy weight that she'll enjoy me too.
I pray you both possess the people here of Messina and tell them how innocent she died. Give her the right you should have given my daughter, and so dies my revenge.
I embrace your offer, for henceforth poor Claudio.
Tomorrow morning I'll expect your coming, but tonight I'll take my leave.
Moreover, ma'am, this plaintiff here, the offender, did call me an ass. He should be remembered in his punishment. Moreover, the watch heard of them talk of one before. They say he wore a key in his ear and borrowed money in God's name. I pray you remember him upon that point.
I thank thee for thy care and honest pains.
God save the foundation.
Here's for thy pains.
God save your worship. Come, neighbor.
Tonight I will take these lewd fellows and ask them how their acquaintance grew with Margaret.
Ow.
Farewell, lords.
Ow.
Ow. Pray thee, sweet mistress Margaret, deserve well at my hand by helping me to the speech of Beatrice.
Will you then write me a sonnet in praise of my beauty?
So high a style, Margaret, no man living shall come over it. Most comely truth thou deservest it.
Have no man come over me. Why must I always keep below stairs?
A most manly wit, Margaret, shall not hurt a woman. And so, I pray thee, call Beatrice, I give thee the bucklers.
Give us the swords. We have bucklers of our own.
If you use them, Margaret, you must put the pikes into a vice, for they are dangerous weapons for maids.
Well, I'll go get Beatrice, who I think hath legs.
And therefore she will come. Roses are red. Sweet Beatrice, dost thou come when I called thee?
Yea, senor, and depart when you bid me.
Oh, stay but till then.
Then is spoken. Fare you well now. And yet, ere I go, let me go with that I came for, which is in half knowing what hath passed between you and Claudio.
Only foul words. Thereupon, I will kiss thee.
Foul words is but foul wind, and foul wind is but foul breath, and foul breath is noisome. Therefore I will depart unkissed.
Thou hast frightened the word out of its right sense. So forceful is thy wit. But I must still be plainly. Claudio undergoes my challenge, and either I must hear from him shortly, or I will subscribe him a coward. And now I ask, which of my bad parts didst thou first fall in love with me?
For them all together, which maintained so politic a state of evil, that they would admit no good parts to intermingle with them. But for which of my good parts did you first suffer love for me?
Suffer love, a good epithet. I do suffer love, for I love thee against my will.
In spite of your heart, I think. Alas, poor heart! If you spite it for my sake, I will spite it for yours, for I will never love that which my friend hates.
Thou and I are too wise to live peaceably. Now tell me, how doth your cousin?
Very ill.
And how do you?
Very ill, too.
Serve God and love me in mend. Therefore I will leave you. Here comes one in haste.
Madam, you must come to your aunt. Yonder's old coil at home has been proved. Our Lady Hero has been falsely accused. The Prince and Claudio might be abused. And Don John is the author of it all, who is fled and gone. Will you come presently?
Will you go hear this news with me, senor?
I will live in thy heart, die in thy lap, and be buried in thine eyes. Moreover, I'll go with thee to thy aunts.
Did I not tell you she was innocent?
So are the Prince and Claudio upon the error they were debated.
Well, I'm glad all things sort so well.
Good Antonia, I must entreat your pains, I think.
To do what, senor?
To bind me or undo me, one of them. Lady Leonata, truth is, your niece does regard me with an eye of favor.
With the eye I lent her, 'tis most true.
And I do wish I have love requited.
But what's your will?
Your answer is enigmatical. My will is your good will, and we stand this day in the estate of honorable marriage, in which, good Antonia, I shall desire your help.
My heart is with your liking.
And my help. Here come the Prince and Claudio.
Good morrow to this fair assembly.
Good morrow, Prince. Good morrow, Claudio. Are you yet determined to marry with my niece's daughter? Sister, you know your office. Give her to young Claudio.
I will do the confirmed calendar.
Lady, to this I owe to you. Here come the other reckonings. Which is the lady I must seize upon?
The same as she, and I do give you her.
Sweet, let me see your face.
No, not till you marry in front of my sister.
Give me your hand. I am your husband, if you like me.
And when I lived, I was your other wife, and when I loved, you were my other husband.
Another hero?
Nothing certain, or one hero died defiled, and yet I live, and as I live, I am a maid.
Another hero, the hero that was dead.
No, whilst her slander lived.
All this amazement cannot qualify. When after the holy rites are ended, I'll tell you largely fair hero's death. Meantime, let wonders seem familiar, and to the chapel let us presently.
Soft and fair. Which is Beatrice?
I answer to that name. What is your will?
Do not you love me?
Why? No. No more than reason.
Why then? Your aunt, the Prince and Claudio, must have been deceived. They swore you did.
Do not you love me?
Troth, no more than reason.
Why then my cousin, Margaret and Ursula, are much deceived, for they did swear you did.
They swore you were almost sick for me.
They swore that you were well nigh dead for me.
'Tis no such matter. So, you do not love me?
No, truly, but in friendly recompense.
Niece, I am sure you love the gentleman.
And I would be sworn upon it. For here is a letter written in his hand, a halting sonnet of his own pure brain, fashioned to be it.
And here's another written my cousin's hand, stolen from her pocket, containing her love unto Benedick.
Miracle. It's her own hands against our hearts. Come, I will have thee. But by this light I take thee for pity.
Well, I would not deny you, but by this good day I'm yielded by great persuasion, and partly to save your life, for I was told
How doth Benedick, the merry man?
I'll tell thee what, Prince. A college of wit crackers cannot flout me out of my humor. But, in brief, since I do purpose to marry, the world cannot say anything that I have said against it. For man is a giddy thing, and this is my conclusion. Come, come, we are friends. Let's have a dance who are married. Let's lighten our hearts and our wives' heels.
We'll have dancing afterwards.
First is my word. Therefore, play music. Oh, Prince, thou art sad. Get thee a wife, get thee a wife. There's no staff more revered than one tipped with horn.
My lord! My lord! Your brother John is ta'en in flight and brought with armed men back to Messina!
Ah, think not on him till tomorrow. I'll devise thee brave punishments for him. Strike up, pipers!